Okay, let's just dive right in. Do you ever get that feeling that your bank account is just like leaking money, even when you haven't made any big purchases? Well, I'm here to tell you, you are not imagining it. We're going to break down this kind of hidden system of subscriptions that now governs pretty much every part of modern life, all based on this article, Subscribe or Die. And this quote, it just nails it. This is the core idea, the huge shift we've all lived through, maybe without even really noticing. We've gone from a world where we own stuff to a world where we just have endless leases. And this isn't just about your movie streaming, it's about everything.
So, how did we even get here to this own nothing reality? I mean, why has every single company on the planet suddenly decided they need a monthly piece of your paycheck? Well, as we're about to see, the economic engine driving this is unbelievably powerful.
And look, it's actually super simple when you break it down like this. In the old world, a company sold you a thing and they made a profit one time. Simple enough. In the new model, they rent you access to a service and they profit from you forever. For Wall Street, that kind of predictable recurring cash flow, that's pure gold. And the results? Well, they speak for themselves. Over the last decade, the subscription economy hasn't just grown, it has absolutely exploded. We're talking 435% growth. That's 5 times the revenue growth of the entire S&P 500. This isn't just a trend. It's a financial juggernaut that is actively reshaping our world. So let's see how this all stacks up, because this is way, way bigger than just entertainment. We are talking about the very foundations of your life, all of them being turned into recurring monthly payments. And this is where it gets really personal. First, let's just try to wrap our heads around the sheer scale of this thing. The global subscription economy is on track to hit a staggering $1.2 trillion by 2030. This isn't some niche market. This is quickly becoming the way business is down. Okay, now let's bring it down from the trillion-dollar view to the household level. You know that constant drip, drip, drip of monthly payments? Well, it adds up, and it contributes to realities like this one. Over $11,000 in average credit card debt. And as the source points out, that debt itself is basically just a high-interest subscription you're paying to the bank. But this next number? This might be the most shocking one of all. The cost to raise a child, and this is before college, is over $300,000. The source frames this in a pretty stark way. It's the ultimate subscription, with an 18-year minimum term and absolutely no cancellation option. And wow, this table, it really lays it all out, doesn't it? In the most brutal, honest way possible. It reframes our entire lives, our homes, our relationships, even our children, as just a stack of financial liabilities. Every single line has a monthly cost, and a pretty devastating consequence if you miss a payment. This is that subscribe or die reality in black and white. But the cost isn't just the money that leaves your account every month. No, the true hidden cost is the wealth you don't see. It's the wealth you're not building because of all these tiny constant leaks in your financial ship. I mean, think about it like this. $17 a month. What is that? It's like one premium streaming service, right? Maybe one you totally forgot you were even paying for. It feels like nothing. It just kind of vanishes from your account each month. But what if it didn't just vanish? What if instead you took that same $17 a month and invested it? Over 35 years, even with a modest return, it could balloon into $25,000. That is the real price of one forgotten subscription. It's a huge chunk of your future wealth. Okay, so the system is kind of designed to drain you. It's a bit bleak. But here's the good news. You are not powerless. Let's walk through a clear, actionable 4-step plan to fight back and take back control of your own money. So, how do you do it? The source calls this the quarterly audit, and the key here is just being intentional. First, pull up your bank or credit card statements. Then, you got to sort every single recurring charge into one of 3 buckets: essential, valued, or forgotten. Be ruthless with that last category and cancel everything in it immediately. And the final step, maybe the most important, set a calendar reminder to do this all over again in 3 months. Now, this next step, this is a powerful mindset shift. The idea is, don't just cancel a subscription. You have to redirect that money. The second you hit cancel, you go set up an automatic transfer for that exact same amount straight into your savings or retirement account. See what you're doing? You're not depriving yourself. You're actually paying your future self first. It's brilliant. And hey, there are plenty of other smart moves you can make. For example, seriously, call your cable and internet providers and try to negotiate a better rate. You'd be amazed how often that works. And instead of paying for 5 streaming services all year, why not rotate them? Watch one this month, another the next. And here's a really interesting one. Flip the script. If you can't beat them, join them. Invest in the very companies that profit from this model. That way you become an owner in the system, not just a consumer.
You know, when you get right down to it, this whole thing boils down to one fundamental choice. In a world that wants to rent you absolutely everything, what are you willing to do to actually own something? And I'm talking specifically about owning your own financial future. The article just puts it so perfectly. It says that ownership has become the luxury tier. Think about that for a second. Owning your house outright, owning your music collection, owning your own tools, stuff that used to be completely normal is now a premium experience. Access is the default, and actual ownership? Well, that takes real, conscious effort.
So that's the question I want to leave you with. Take a really hard look at your own subscription stock, everything from your mortgage down to your Spotify account, and ask yourself, for each and every one, who is really benefiting from this payment leaving your account every single month? Look, the goal isn't to have 0 subscriptions. The goal is to make sure the most important subscription you have is to yourself.